Good morning, beautiful beings. I just took a walk around the meadow nearby my house and had this vision of taking you guys on a walk with me and recording to you out there, and it wasn't what the universe had in mind. So here I am back in my backyard after the walk, and I'm just feeling so drawn to be outside. It's like perfect temperature. I had a huge thunderstorm last night. Birds are chirping, and I just love being in nature. And I wanted to share with you what's been alive for me. Oh, so much, so much. But there's this really cool message that's been coming through for me lately. And I know in years past I've shared about it in a certain way, and it feels like it keeps developing inside of me. And I really love the latest rendition. So I don't know if you've been following me for a while and you saw a long time ago I posted a video about like the energies that we choose, and that, you know, it could be said that we are the average of the 5 energies, people, etc., that we spend the most time with. And I love that because it's like so concrete and puts it into a cool perspective to think about in this more like concrete way. But the truth is, like, life is really nuanced and energies are really multifaceted. And so expanding on that, I think you're really hearing all the sounds I'm hearing this morning. Expanding on that, I've been thinking about lately, or like living in my life, really looking around and saying, sort of taking stock and thinking, what is resonating with me right now? Like from bird's eye view, what's resonating with me about my internal world, my external world, and what's not? And then those energies that aren't resonating, where are they coming from and how am I contributing to them? Because a relationship, for example, it's the exchange of 2 or more people. It's how we play off one another. It's the patterns we develop together. It's the way we either heal and expand together or constrict and create more trauma bonds. And so I look to the things that might feel, they could come up for me as like, oh, like this thing feels off. Sometimes it'll feel like, oh, like in a relationship we're like missing each other, or like, yeah, even in like attraction with the universe, it's like I have this thing, but like we're missing each other. I'm not quite lining up. And then it's the really powerful question for me has been, how am I contributing to this dynamic? Because that's the piece I want to take away from it, regardless of the outcome of life, is how am I contributing to what I am receiving back in the world? For example, I think this is one that comes up for a lot of people, is like a desire to feel closer to themselves, closer to the world around them, closer to another person. And we could look at the ways other people are maybe like guarded, or we don't sense that they're feeling fully there with us. I hear this one a lot. It's like I work with a lot of partnerships that they're like, they just want their partner to feel more there. They want more of them. They want to feel more intimacy. And a powerful question to ask ourselves, I know it is for me, is like, how am I contributing to that? What do I really crave in this example when I want intimacy? Well, I love to feel safe. I'm like, it's all of me is welcomed. And how am I helping the world feel safe? How am I helping others feel safe? How am I helping my partner feel safe and expressing all of themselves? Yeah, and then just really learning, you know, there's a line there. There's like, how much can we show up and give and do in these ways that feels really resonant? And then where's the point where it's like, cool. And now if like the intimacy isn't coming back, I just shift my energy a little bit and put that energy elsewhere. And it's like this really nuanced dance. So as I've been considering like what resonates in my life, what do I want to shift? The question that's feeling most alive is, how am I interacting with the world? Am I showing up as the fullness of me? Am I creating an environment of safety for me to like really flourish into? Am I feeling free to like paint my energy on the canvas of life? And if I'm not, have I contributed to a dynamic where that might be at play? Or is it just like, no, I really am giving this safety and support to the world, and if it's not flowing back in certain ways, it's just an opportunity to pivot our energy and put it somewhere else, and not like hold this maybe like longing or desire for something when it's the reciprocity isn't coming through that avenue. Because the reciprocity will come through some avenue if we're truly showing up like in truth and love and open and believing in our desires and being ourselves. It will come back to us in like all the aligned ways that the universe has for us. But if we're gripping to it coming through certain channels, we're missing out on all the possibilities. Yeah, so this is what's alive for me right now. I'm curious if you have any similar themes alive in your life, any insights that you want to share down below, feel free to. Also, have a number of new programs out that maybe you haven't known about if you don't follow me on Instagram or one of my other YouTube channels. But I'll include them down below. There's a Living Embodied program, which is like a great overall 30-day and beyond program to drop more into your physical body, your emotional body, your spiritual body, and just help you live a more balanced, embodied life in whatever ways you're wanting to. And I also have a new relationship that I created with my partner, Bridgette. It's called Closer, and it's really all about creating more of the intimacy that you desire in your partnership. So you can check both of those out, links below. I still have my Healing Jealousy program for people who are struggling with jealousy or just wanting to heal more there, and a slew of other programs that you can find on my site. Okay, loving you so much. Have a beautiful day.